Welcome guys on quiz Patente B in English. In just 30 seconds, we'll be starting answering the questions of the esame ministeriale. So, we'll be explaining every question, why the answer is vero and falso. Also, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel, which is Mawin DT. Very good. In just 10 seconds, we are starting the answers. Good evening. How are you doing? Now, let's start. Question number 1 of the SCHEDA number 70. Il segnale raffigurato indica che si deve svoltare a destra. So the number 1, of course the right answer is vero. It says this sign indicates that you must turn to the right side. And the answer is absolutely vero because it is an obligation to turn to the right. So it is absolutely vero. Very good. Let's proceed. Number 2. Il semaforo in figura regola il passaggio dei pedoni nei incroci. So the number 2, of course, the answer is vero. It said this traffic light in the figure regulates the passage of pedestrians at the intersection. And the answer is absolutely vero because this sign is the traffic light for pedestrians. So number 2 is absolutely vero. Well done. Number 3. Sulle strade pubbliche è vietato utilizzare un autoveicolo se la garanzia è scaduta di validità. So the 3 is falso. It says it is forbidden to use a motor vehicle on public roads if the warranty has expired. And the answer is falso. Why is the 3 falso? It is falso because if the warranty or the garantia has expired, that does not stop you from using the vehicle on the road. That's why the 3 is falso. Number 4. Il segnale raffigurato indica la velocità consigliata. And therefore, of course, it is absolutely falso. It said this sign indicates a recommended speed. The answer is falso because it is the high speed limit on the road. That is why the 4 is falso. Very good. Number 5. Giungendo all'incrocio rappresentato in figura, i veicoli devono passare nel seguente ordine: P, D, L, B. And the 5 is absolutely falso. It says arriving at this intersection, vehicles must pass in the following order: P, D, L, B. So of course the 5 is falso because the first vehicle crossing is the P, then the D, then the B, then the L. So the 5 is falso for that reason. Very good. Number 6. Se si viene sorpassati ed avviene un incidente, si può avere una parte di responsabilità se non si è fatto il possibile per facilitare la manovra di sorpasso. So the 6 is vero. Why? It says if you are overtaken and an accident takes place, you may be partially responsible if you did not do anything possible to facilitate the overtaking maneuver. So the 6 is absolutely vero. Very good. Number 7. Su strade coperte di neve occorre alla partenza accelerare al massimo. And we know that the 7, the answer is falso. Why? It says on snow-covered roads, you need to accelerate to the maximum speed when starting off. So the 7 is absolutely falso. Because by doing that, you lose control of the vehicle. Number 8. Fuori dei centri abitati è facoltativo presegnalare anche di giorno un carico accidentalmente caduto sulla carreggiata mediante il segnale di pericolo quando non può essere visto nettamente a 100 metri di distanza. So the 8, of course, it is falso. It says outside the city, it is optional to pre-signal even during the day a load accidentally falling onto the roadway by means of a danger sign when it cannot be clearly seen from 100 meters away. It is absolutely falso because it is not optional for us to use the segnale mobile di pericolo at the back of the vehicle or of the load that is falling on the road, because it is obligatory for us to do that. So that's why the 8 is absolutely falso. Number 9. Il segnale raffigurato si trova al confine con l'Austria. And we all know that the 9 is falso. It said this sign is located on the border with Austria. And the answer is falso because it is the autostrada number A25. So that's why the 9 is falso. Number 10. Quando si vuole cambiare corsia per rimettersi nella corsia di destra, non occorre alcuna particolare attenzione. So what is the answer of the number 10? The 10 is absolutely falso. Well done, because it says when you want to change lanes to get into the right lane, you don't need to pay any particular attention. Absolutely falso, because you must absolutely pay attention. Number 11. Il simbolo raffigurato è posto su una spia a luce verde. So the 11, of course, it is vero. It says this symbol is placed on the green light. Yes, it is absolutely vero. That is the Anna Bayante. So 11 is absolutely vero. 12. Il segnale raffigurato non è posto nei luoghi ove per regola generale vige il divieto di sosta. So the 12, of course, the answer is vero. It said this sign is not placed in places where parking is generally prohibited. And the answer is vero because if parking is normally prohibited, there is no need for them to put another sign, which means prohibition of parking. Okay, so that's why the 12 is vero. Mr. Joe, how are you doing? Number 13. I veicoli ibridi con due motori a scoppio ed elettrico inquinano di più perché azionati da due motori. So 13 is absolutely false. Why? It says hybrid vehicles with two engines, internal combustion and electric, pollute more because they are powered by two engines. Absolutely false. Because it's a hybrid vehicle. And since it's having an internal combustion engine plus electric engine, the contamination is even less. Okay, so that's why the 13 is false. 14. Now, if you are watching us, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel Mawin DT. Okay, and also you join the private class so that you can learn faster all the topics of Patente B and the theory plus the vocabularies. Also, you have access to the tricks of all the topics. Very good. Number 14. Nei veicoli a motore a due ruote, l'interruttore di emergenza è collegato con l'antifurto del veicolo. So 14, of course, it is false. Why? It says in two-wheeled motor vehicles, the emergency switch is connected to the vehicle's anti-theft system. And of course, it is false because it is absolutely not connected to it. Very good. 15. La segnaletica in figura può anche essere realizzata con strisce di colore bianco. We all know that the 15 is absolutely false. Why? It says this sign in the figure can also be made with white stripes. No. It is false because it is only yellow. So 15 is false. 16. La sosta è vietata in corrispondenza o in prossimità dei passaggi a livello. 16, of course, it is vero. It says parking is prohibited at or near the crossing of train line. It is absolutely vero. Okay, it's not allowed to park there. 17. Il pannello raffigurato in una serie di tornanti ne indica il numero progressivo. And we all know that the 17 is absolutely. If you know the answer of the 17, write it in the comment section for me. Just 10 seconds. Let's see who knows the answer of the 17. Mr. Amidou is with us, Madam Lillian, Mr. Johnson, Cor Ivan, Mr. Joe, Mr. Vincent. Okay, so the number 17, of course, the right answer is zero. Well done, everyone. It says this panel in series, it is a series of curves. And if it is located in series of curves, it indicates the progressive number of that curve. So the 17 is absolutely vero. So this is actually representing the first curve. So 17 is vero. 18. Le giacche ad uso motociclistico non sono previste per utilizzo estivo. You should know that the 18 is falso. Why? It says jackets for motorcycles use are not intended for summer use. It is falso because they have the gloves and the jacket also that is for all season. Ok? 19. Il conducente deve regolare la velocità in modo da non costituire pericolo per le persone. So 19, of course, the answer is vero. He said the driver must adjust his speed so as not to pose or not to cause danger to the people. So 19 is absolutely vero. Yeah, Mr. Hamidou, how are you doing? Why is the 19 vero? He said the driver must adjust his speed so as not to cause danger, okay, to the other drivers. That's why the 19 is vero. Very good. 20. Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia un tratto di strada che curva a sinistra con limitata visibilità. So 20, we all know that the right answer of the 20 is, we can write the answer of the number 20. Okay, so the 20, of course, it is vero. He said this sign indicates a road that curves to the left with limited visibility. It is absolutely vero. It's a sharp curve on the left. Absolutely simple question. Vero. 21. Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia che il traffico si svolge su due carreggiate separate. So 21, of course, it is falso. It said this sign indicates that the circulation is on two separate lanes. It is falso because it is what? It is located on two separate carriageways. So it is falso. Why is the answer falso? Because it is the same carreggiata. Okay, so that's why the 21 is absolutely falso. 22. Il segnale raffigurato indica la continuazione del limite massimo di velocità. 22, of course, it is absolutely vero. Why? He said this sign indicates the continuation of the maximum speed limit. It is absolutely vero because the sign below indicates continuation. The one on top is the high speed limit. So 22 is vero. Well done. 23. Il segnale raffigurato indica il divieto di svoltare a sinistra. And we all know that the 23 is falso because it said this sign indicates that turning to the left is prohibited. And of course 23 is falso because it is an obligation to turn to the left side. That's why the answer is falso. Very good. Number 24. Nell'incrocio rappresentato in figura, il veicolo P passa prima del veicolo C. So what is the answer of the 24? Now 24, I'm going to allow you to answer. If you know it, write it in the comment section, the answer of the 24. Ten seconds. Let's see who knows the answer of the number 24. Okay, Mr. Joe says falso. Lillian falso. Jess falso. Okay, so number 24, of course, it is absolutely falso. Well done, everyone, because it says at this intersection, vehicle P passes before vehicle C. It is falso because the first vehicle crossing is the C Second will be the yellow, and the last one is the P. So 24 is false. So for that specific reason. Those of you who are looking for more explanation, you have to join the private class so that you can have access to the theory and the quiz with explanation of all the topics. Okay? Number 25. Nell'assicurazione per la responsabilità civile auto, RCA, il contratto con la formula bonus-malus viene automaticamente annullato se si provocano più di 2 incidenti. So 25, of course, it is falso. It says the insurance contracts with the bonus-malus formula is automatically cancelled if more than 2 accidents are caused. It is falso. It does not cancel it at all. Number 26. La distanza di sicurezza è commisurata anche al tipo di veicolo che segue. So 26 is falso. He said the safety distance is also commensurate or calculated with the type of vehicle following the type of vehicle that actually we are what? Following. Vehicle che segue, that's the vehicle behind us. So it is absolutely false. So because that's nothing to do with that. Very good. Number 27, you tell me what is the answer of the 27. Il segnale raffigurato è un segnale di precedenza. So talk to me. What is the answer? And as you join, you can do me a favor by tapping on the screen. Tap on the screen, tap on the screen, tap on the screen. That's the least you can do, to tap on the screen. Okay, Mr. Amidu says 27 is vero. Jess says vero. Vicent vero. Lilian vero. Okay, so 27, of course, the right answer is absolutely vero. Why? He said this sign is a sign of precedence or priority. It is absolutely vero. Okay? Dare precedenza a destra sign. That's the meaning of this sign. Amanda, thank you for the gifts. Amanda. Number 28. Si definiscono autovetture tutti i veicoli a motore che hanno la trazione posteriore. So the number 28, of course, the right answer is falso. Why? It says all motor vehicles with back wheel drive are defined as cars. Absolutely falso. That does not define a car. Okay? Very good. Number 29. Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia un'immissione stradale con corsia di accelerazione. 29. Talk to me. What is the right answer? So, number 29, of course, the right answer is falso. Why? It said this sign indicates a road entry with an acceleration lane. And of course, it is absolutely falso. Why is the answer falso? Because this is an incrocio. Okay, so it is not a lane of acceleration. Very good. Number 30. Now, what is the 30 telling us? The 30 says, bisogna soccorrere un ferito della strada solo se si considera grave l'incidente. So number 30, what is the right answer? Okay, well done. Amanda says falso, Mr. Joe says falso, Esther falso. And to your surprise, of course, the number 30 is falso. It says a road accident victim should only be assisted if the accident is considered serious. No. Doesn't matter the state of the person or the kind of accident, you have to assist the person. You may never know. Okay, so that's why the 70 is falso. Very good. And that's why the 30 is falso. So now in just 20 seconds, we are starting the next SCHEDA. Make sure you keep tapping on the screen, okay? Tap on the screen, then we move to the next SCHEDA ministerial. Allora, now we are going to the next SCHEDA. SCHEDA number 71. And I know you're gonna love it. Yeah, you're gonna love it. Number 71. Now, if you are new with us, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. So you go on YouTube and you write Mawin DT, and I will appear again there. Okay, it's my YouTube channel, and also you get in touch with the teacher so that you have access to the theory, to the vocabularies, and the quiz with explanation of every topic. That is how you understand all the topics of Patente B in English. If you don't follow that process, it is impossible to pass the exams. Very good. Now we are going on the SCHEDA 71, and the first question says, il carico può sporgere lateralmente se costituito da cose indivisibili fino ai 3/10 della larghezza del veicolo. And of course, the number 1. The right answer is absolutely. Okay, Mr. Joe says falso. Very good. Of course, it is falso. Why? Because it says the load may exit at the side of the vehicle if made up of indivisible items up to 3/10 of the wideness of the vehicle. So the 1, of course, it is absolutely falso. Number 2, it says, il segnale raffigurato è un segnale di prescrizione. If you know the answer, write it for me in the comment section. Okay, so of course the number 2, the right answer is falso. Why? It said this sign is a sign of what? It said it's a sign of prescrizione. It is falso because segnale di pericolo is not part of prescrizione. 3. Secondo le norme di precedenza nell'incrocio rappresentato in figura, i veicoli passano nel seguente ordine: L e H, B, O. So the 3 is, of course, vero. Why? It says, according to the rules of precedence, at this intersection shown in the figure, vehicles pass in the following order: L, H, B, and O. So the 3 is absolutely vero. Why? Because the first vehicles will be the H and the L. The next ones will be the B and then the O, which is the green. So that's why the 3 is absolutely vero. Very good. Number 4. Per una maggiore sicurezza. Quando si viaggia in fila con altri veicoli, è opportuno non avvicinarsi troppo al veicolo che precede. So talk to me. What is the right answer? Write it for me in the comment section. The answer of the number 4. Of course, the 4 is absolutely vero. Why? It says, for greater safety, when traveling in a row with other vehicles, it is advisable not to get too close to the vehicle in front. And it is absolutely vero. This is so that you will avoid accidents. 5. La spia del freno a mano è di colore rosso. And of course the 5 is simple. It is vero. It says the handbrake light is color red. And it is absolutely vero. These are very simple questions. 6. È vietato utilizzare un autoveicolo sulle strade pubbliche quando non si ha con sé la ricevuta di avvenuto pagamento della tassa di possesso. So the 6, of course the answer is falso. Why is the 6 falso? It says it is forbidden to use a motor vehicle on public roads without having with you the receipt of the payment of the ownership tax. The ownership tax has nothing to do with you not being allowed to drive the motor vehicle on the road. That is why the 6 is falso. Number 7. Nell'incrocio rappresentato nella figura, il conducente del veicolo P deve dare la precedenza solo se al veicolo proveniente dalla sua destra. So the number 7, what is the right answer? Of course it is falso. It is falso because it says at this intersection shown, the driver of the vehicle P must give way only to the vehicle coming from his right. And the answer is falso because the first vehicle crossing is the tram. The second is the G, then the P, then the B. That's why the 7 is falso. Very good, Mr. Midu, Mr. Joe. Very good. 8. Nella fase di sorpasso, il conducente è tenuto a mantenere una velocità almeno doppia di quella del veicolo sorpassato. So number 8, of course, the right answer is absolutely falso. Why? It says when overtaking, the driver is required to maintain a speed at least double of that of the vehicle being overtaken. Absolutely falso. You don't need to maintain a speed that is double to make the overtaking successful. Okay, because double means if the vehicle you're about to overtake is going 50, you have to go 100 in order to overtake it. No, it's too high. It means you have already crossed the high speed limit of the road, and that will result in giving you a sanction when you are being stopped by the police. Okay. Okay, very good. So the 8, of course, is false. Let's proceed to the number 9. Chi è civilmente obbligato a risarcire i danni provocati da un incidente, provocati da un sinistro stradale, si libera dell'obbligo se risarcisce il danneggiato. So, what is the answer of the number 9? Write the answer for me in the comment section. 20 seconds, write it for me. Okay, so the number 9, of course, the answer is vero. It's absolutely vero. Why? It says anyone who is civil obligated to compensate for damages caused by the road accident is released from the obligation if he compensates the injured person. And of course, it is vero. Okay? It's absolutely vero. Now, further explanation are being given to those that are part of the class. So if you want to join the class, the choice is yours. Number 10. Il pannello integrativo raffigurato indica una zona di divieto di sosta con rimozione del veicolo. The 10, of course, it is vero. It says this supplementary panel shown indicate a no parking zone with removal of the vehicle, with forced removal of the vehicle. So it is absolutely vero because that's the meaning of that specific sign. 11. Il segnale raffigurato obbliga ad arrestarsi all'incrocio e a dare la precedenza a destra e a sinistra. So the number 11 is vero. He said this sign requires us to stop at the intersection and to give way to the right and the left. It is vero because stop means give precedence on both directions, left and right. So it is absolutely vero. Very good. Number 12. Guys, let us do our best to tap on the screen. Let us tap on the screen. Okay, tap on the screen, tap on the screen. Number 12. Se un infortunato della strada ha avuto un trauma della gabbia toracica, bisogna metterlo in posizione distesa, con le gambe sollevate. Thank you, Lord. So the 12 is falso. Why? He said if a road accident victim has suffered a rib cage injury, he must be placed in a lying down position with his legs raised. Absolutely falso. Very good. Number 13. Le strisce di guida in figura sono strisce curve discontinue, tratteggiate di colore bianco. 13 is absolutely vero. It's a very simple question. It says these guide stripes in the figure are discontinuous curved stripes of white color. Yes, we can see it. So 13 is absolutely vero. 14. La distanza di sicurezza deve essere mantenuta per evitare lo scontro frontale. So the number 14, what is the right answer? 14 is absolutely, if you know it, okay, Mr. Amidu says falso. Okay, Mr. Amidu says falso, Faith says falso, Praise says falso. Of course, the 14 is absolutely falso. Why? Because he says a safe distance must be maintained to avoid a head-on collision. So it is absolutely. Very good. Absolutely falso. Very good. Number 15. Il casco non è obbligatorio per i conducenti di ciclomotori a due ruote titolari di patente della categoria B. And of course the number 15 is absolutely falso. It says helmets are not mandatory for drivers of two-wheeled scooter who actually hold a category B license. It is falso because the helmet is obligatory for everyone driving a scooter or a motorbike. 16. L'ABS favorisce il bloccaggio delle ruote. So the number 16 is falso. It says the ABS helps to prevent wheels to be locked. And of course it is falso. Why? Because it helps for the wheels not to lock, not to be blocked. So that's why, that's the main purpose of the ABS, anti-blocking system. So 16 is falso. Very good. Number 17. Il segnale raffigurato vieta la sosta sia di giorno che di notte, anche nei centri abitati. So what is the answer of the 17? Absolutely vero. It said this sign prohibits parking both in the day and also in the night in the city. Absolutely vero, because it is divieto di sosta, divieto di fermata. Okay, divieto di fermata. So if we can stop, divieto di sosta, if we can park on this road, the only thing, so the reason why it is vero, because it's a divieto is a prohibition for what? For parking both day and night. So it is vero. Why? Because it is divieto di what? Fermata. Okay, so if I can't stop there, imagine sosta, which is longer than the fermata. Very good. Let's proceed to the number 18. Il segnale raffigurato indica che è consentito svoltare a sinistra. 18, of course, it is vero. It said this sign indicates that turning left is permitted. Absolutely vero, because you can turn to the left or to the right. Very simple. 19. Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia un tratto di strada. Un tratto di strada in cui è consentita la fermata, ma non la sosta. So 19, of course, it is falso. He said this sign indicates a road where stopping is permitted, but parking is not permitted. Of course, it is falso, because you can't stop, neither can you park there. 20. Per svoltare a sinistra bisogna girare intorno al centro dell'incrocio, come i veicoli in figura. L'opinionista di TikTok, how are you doing? So number 20, of course the right answer is falso. No, salgono solo i ragazzi che fanno parte della classe. Only those that are part of the class that joins me on the screen. So number 20 is falso because it says to turn left, you have to go around the center of the intersection, like the vehicles in the picture. Of course, it is falso because it's the other way around. So that's why the 20 is falso. Very good. Number 21. Salvo diversa segnalazione, il limite massimo di velocità consentito sulle autostrade è di 110 km/h in caso di pioggia. And we know that the 21 is vero. It says, unless otherwise indicated, the maximum speed limit on the motorway is 110 km/h in case of rain. Yes, it is vero. In case of rain, it is absolutely vero, 110. Okay? Very good. Number 22. Il conducente coinvolto in un incidente stradale ha l'obbligo di fermarsi e di prestare assistenza ai eventuali feriti. So 22 is absolutely vero. He said the driver involved in a road accident has the obligation to stop and provide assistance to any injured persons. So 22 is absolutely vero. You have to do that. 23. Il segnale raffigurato indica corsia di destra chiusa per manutenzione stradale. 23, of course, it is falso. Why? He said this sign indicates that the right lane is closed for road maintenance. So, of course, 23 is absolutely falso. Why? Because it's being positioned at the back of vehicles moving slowly that are working on the road. That's why 23 is falso. 24. Il segnale raffigurato vieta l'abbandono prolungato nel tempo del veicolo. 24, of course, it is vero. He said this sign prohibits the prolonged abandoning or leaving the vehicle for the road for a long time. It is absolutely vero because it is divieto di sosta. Very good. Number 25. If you are watching us, you want to join the private class, these are our details on the screen. You can also subscribe to the YouTube channel, which is Marwin DT. You go on YouTube and you write Marwin DT. Very good. Also, you can get in touch to join the private class, the theory and the quiz with explanation of every topic and pass your exams. Also, you can join the tricks for all the topics, which many people don't know, because with the tricks, it will solve you a lot of trouble. So, let's proceed with the number 25. Il segnale raffigurato è un segnale di divieto, and the 25 is falso. He said this is a sign of prohibition. No, falso, because it is a sign of obligation. Number 26. Il semaforo in figura consente ai veicoli di trasporto pubblico di persone di proseguire quando in basso è accesa la barra bianca. 26. Vero. He said, this traffic light allows public transport of vehicles to proceed when the white bar at the bottom is lighted. And it is absolutely vero because it stands for the green of the traffic light. Excellent. 28. La sosta in corrispondenza dei scivoli o dei raccordi tra i marciapiedi e la carreggiata utilizzati dai veicoli per persone invalide comporta tra l'altro la sottrazione di punti dalla patente. 27, of course it is vero. It says parking on ramps or junctions between pavement and the roadway used by vehicles for disabled people entails, among other things, the deduction of points from the driving license. So that's why the 27 is absolutely vero. 28. Il segnale raffigurato preavvisa una zona di preselezione con due destinazioni. Who knows the answer of the number 28? Okay, Praise says vero. Faith says vero. Derek Pearl says vero. Now, to your surprise, the number 28 is absolutely vero, of course. He said this sign warns us of a pre-selection zone with two destinations. Yes, of course. You can either go to the left or to the right. So it is absolutely vero. Very good. Now, number 29, it says, il segnale raffigurato può presegnalare un casello autostradale. Casello autostradale. So the 29, of course, the right answer is absolutely falso. He said this sign indicates a toll booth. It is false. It's not a toll booth. It's very simple. Number 30, he says, per consumare meno carburante è opportuno collocare i bagagli sul tetto del veicolo. And we all know that the 30 is absolutely falso. Why? He says to save fuel, it is advisable to place the luggage on the roof of the vehicle. No, the luggage must be in the vehicle to reduce fuel consumption. Okay? That's why the 30 is false. Thank you guys for staying online. Keep tapping on the screen. In just 20 seconds, we'll be starting the next exercise. If you want to join the private class, you can send me a message on WhatsApp or call me later after the teaching. Join a good class and pass your exams. The years we are about to enter, Patente B will become more difficult. So now that you can grab things, it's better you take the advantage and learn now to pass your exams. What is coming, you have no idea. What is coming? They will make sure nobody passes the exams because there are too many vehicles in the system. In case you didn't notice, there are too many. So things are changing. Let us not waste time. The opportunity is now. 20 seconds, we are starting the next exercise. Now I want to know Mr. Sweet Baby. Thank you for the gift, Sweet Baby. Keep tapping on the screen, guys. Okay, in just some few seconds, we'll start the next exercise. Okay. Mr. Amidu, are you available? I want to accept you on the screen so that we can do some quiz together. Let me see if Mr. Midu is free, or Madam Esther, any one of the private class. If you people are available, any one of you, I can join you here on the screen. Let me see. Okay. Let us move now to the next SCHEDA. You are the Lord that He led me. Yeah, you are the Lord, my healer. You sent your word and you heal my disease. You are the Lord, my healer. 10 seconds more, we are starting the exercise. You sent your word and you heal my disease. You are the Lord, my healer. Yeah, you sent your word. No, 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 no. Okay, now let's move on to exercise. Question number 1. Thank you, Lord. Le luci rosse accese lampeggianti in figura indicano l'uscita obbligatoria dall'autostrada. So what is the answer of the number 1? It's absolutely false. It says the flashing red light in the figure indicate the mandatory exit from the motorway. No, it has nothing to do with the motorway, but it is the traffic light being used for a movable bridge and for what? For the crossing of the train line. Okay, so that's why the 1 is absolutely and will forever be falso. 2. Il pannello integrativo raffigurato indica una stazione di rifornimento per soli mezzi pesanti. So, of course, the number 2, the right answer, is absolutely false. He said this supplementary panel indicate a filling station for heavy vehicles only. Come on, it is absolutely false. Number 3, il segnale raffigurato preannuncia la presenza di una barriera doganale. 3 is false. He said this sign indicate the presence of a customs barrier. Absolutely false. It's just dare precedenza, ok? 4. Una spia di colore rosso contrassegnata dal simbolo di figura, se accesa durante la marcia, indica di sostituire subito la batteria. So therefore, of course, it is false. It says a red warning light marked with the symbol in the figure, if it is lighted while driving, indicates that the battery must be replaced immediately. It is false because number 1, it means the battery is becoming weaker. Number 2, it means also that the fan belt is not charging the battery. That's why the 4 is false. Very good. Number 5. Nell'incrocio rappresentato nella figura, il conducente del veicolo A passa dopo i veicoli E e S, ma prima del veicolo D. And we all know that the answer is false, because it says at this intersection, the driver of the vehicle A passes after the vehicle E and S, but before the vehicle D. So it is false, because the first one crossing is the D. Then the E and the S will go together, and the A will be the last one, which is the blue. So the 5 is falso. Number 6. Alla guida di un'autovettura è opportuno valutare costantemente la potenziale pericolosità dei veicoli industriali e dei autobus a causa della loro massa notevolmente maggiore. So the 6, of course, it is vero. He said, when driving a car, it is advisable to constantly evaluate the potential danger of industrial vehicles and buses due to their significantly greater weight. And it is absolutely vero. Number 7. Le targhe dei veicoli devono essere apposte saldamente e in posizione corretta. So of course the number 7 is absolutely vero. He said the vehicle license plate must be fixed secure, in a secure position and in the correct way. So the number 7 is absolutely vero. Very good. Let's proceed to the number 8. In vicinanza di un attraversamento pedonale, il conducente deve considerare che i bambini potrebbero avanzare sulle strisce per poi tornare indietro, improvvisamente, senza motivo apparente. Write the answer of the number 8 in the comment section. Let me see who will get it right. So, of course, the number 8, the right answer is vero. It says, when approaching a pedestrian crossing, the driver must consider that children could move forward on the crossing and then suddenly move back for no apparent reason. So it is absolutely vero. Okay, it is absolutely vero. That's the danger when there are kids standing at the crossing, okay? Number 9, he says, il segnale raffigurato si può trovare all'inizio di una strada urbana o extraurbana che gode del diritto di precedenza. What is the answer of the number 9? Thank you, Derek Pearl, for advising everyone to tap on the screen. The least you can do, guys, is to tap on the screen. That one is for free, oh. So number 9, of course, the right answer is vero. It says, this sign can be found at the beginning of an urban or extra-urban road that enjoys the right of way. Yes, it is at the urban or the extra-urban road that has the right of precedence. So the 9 is vero. Number 10. I delineatori raffigurati sono utili soprattutto nei casi di scarsa visibilità, and we know that the 10 is vero. It says these signs are especially useful in case of poor visibility. Yes, it is vero, because it helps us to locate the side limit of the carriageway where we are circulating. So that's why the 10 is absolutely vero. Number 11, it says i guanti ad uso motociclistico hanno come principale scopo quello di proteggere dal freddo, pertanto è inutile usarli l'estate. So what is the answer of the number 11? Write it in the comment section. So of course the number 11, of course the answer is falso. Absolutely falso. He said the main purpose of the motorcycle gloves is to protect from the cold. Therefore, it is useless to use them in summer. No, it is falso because it is not to protect you from the cold, but it's to grant you more grip on the controlling system of the motor vehicle. That's why the 11 is falso. Number 12. Nei farmaci sedativi sono presenti alcune sostanze che possono compromettere la facoltà di guida. And of course, the 12 is vero. It says sedative drugs contain some substances that can impair in the ability of the driver. So it is vero. It can affect the driver. Concentration and activeness. 13. In presenza del segnale raffigurato, un autocaravan con massa a pieno carico pari a 4 tonnellate può effettuare manovre di sorpasso. So the 13, we all know that the answer is vero. It says, in the presence of this sign, a camper van with a full load of 4 tons can carry out overtaking maneuvers. It is absolutely vero because it transports people and not material things. 14. Il segnale raffigurato indica la fine del divieto di sorpasso precedentemente imposto. And of course, 14 is vero. He said this sign indicates the end of the previously imposed overtaking prohibition. So the 14 is absolutely vero. These are very, very simple signs and questions. 15. Il segnale raffigurato consente il passaggio a destra e a sinistra di un cantiere stradale. So the 15 is vero. He said this sign allows passage to the right and left of a road construction site. So 15, of course, it is vero. Okay, because it allows you to pass either on the left or on the right side. So that's why the 15 is vero. Very good. Number 16. Lo spazio totale di arresto è indipendente dalle condizioni dell'asfalto. The 16 is of course falso. It says the total stopping distance is independent of the asphalt condition. It is falso because actually it depends on it also. That's why the 16 is falso. 17. Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia una discesa pericolosa. So what is the answer of the 17? It is absolutely falso. He said this sign warns us of a dangerous descending road. No, it is not a descending road. It is doppia curva, la prima curva a destra. That's why the 17 is falso. Number 18. Il segnale raffigurato è posto in corrispondenza di un percorso vietato alle autovetture e ai motocicli. So the 18, if you know the answer, write it in the comment section for me. Of course, the number 18 is absolutely vero. He said this sign is placed on a route prohibited for cars and motorcycles. It is absolutely vero. Why? Because it is a lane reserved for bicycles only. Very good. Number 19. Il limite massimo di velocità per un motociclo nei centri abitati è ordinariamente di 50 km orari. And the answer is absolutely vero. Why? Welcome, Grace Peter. Grace Peter, 765. Grace Peter, how are you doing? Grace Peter, I will advise you to join the private class and pass your exams. Now, number 19 is vero because it says the maximum speed limit for a motorcycle in the city is usually 50 kilometers per hour. So it is 19 is absolutely vero. Number 20. Yeah, good evening, Grace. I believe you are doing great. Number 20. Il conducente del veicolo da sorpassare ha l'obbligo di portarsi al centro della carreggiata per evitare sorpassi in scia. So of course the 20 is falso. It said the driver of the vehicle to be overtaken is required to move to the center of the carriageway to avoid slipstreaming, or to avoid overtaking in continuously. So the 20 is of course false. Okay, very good. Number 21. Secondo le norme di precedenza, nell'incrocio rappresentato in figura, i veicoli transitano nell'ordine B, C, B. Glory to God. So 21 is false. It says, according to the rules of precedence at this intersection shown, vehicles will pass in this following order. P, C, and B is absolutely false. Why? Because the first vehicle crossing is the P. The second is the B. The last one is the C. So 21 is falso. 22. Le rotaie del tram o i tombini presenti sulla carreggiata stradale non costituiscono stradale non costituiscono un pericolo per un conducente di veicolo a due ruote. 22, you don't need me to say anything because the answer is false. It's very simple. It says tram rails or manhole on the road do not cause danger for drivers of two-wheel vehicles. It's absolutely false because actually it's more dangerous for those vehicles. So 22 is false. And the number 23. Il risarcimento diretto è escluso se nel sinistro è coinvolto un motociclo. 23 is falso. He said direct compensation is excluded if a motorcycle is involved in the accident. It is falso. Okay, any vehicle, any vehicle can have a direct compensation. So it doesn't matter if it is a motorbike or a car. That's why 23 is false. 24, il segnale raffigurato. Guys, let's keep tapping on the screen. Keep tapping on the screen. It is for free. If you tap on the screen, it's for free. You will not pay anything. I know you like the free stuff. But nothing good comes free. 24. Il segnale raffigurato vieta agli autocarri di massa a pieno carico superiore a 3,5 tonnellate di continuare diritto per raggiungere il centro urbano. 24, of course, it is absolutely vero. It says this sign prohibits trucks with a gross weight exceeding 3.5 tons from continuing straight ahead to reach the city center. So the 24, of course, it is absolutely vero. 25. La striscia bianca discontinua in figura consente l'inversione di marcia in condizioni di sicurezza se la strada è a doppio senso. So number 25, of course, it is vero. It says, the broken white line in the figure allows you to reverse direction in safe conditions if the road is a double sense of circulation road. So that's why the 25 is absolutely vero. Very good. Number 26. L'inquinamento dell'aria prodotto dai veicoli a motore può essere ridotto scegliendo veicoli con alimentazione elettrica a metano o GPL. Talk to me. What is the answer of the number 26? It's a very simple question. Of course, the 26, the right answer is, of course, vero. His only legal wife. Mama, how are you doing? I like the name. His only legal wife. I see. So number 26, of course, it is vero. It says air pollution produced by motor vehicles can be reduced by choosing vehicles powered by electricity and methane, gas or GPL. So of course the 26 is absolutely vero. Okay. 27. In una carreggiata a doppio senso di marcia con 2 corsie come in figura, i veicoli devono circolare nella corsia di destra impegnando quella di sinistra solo per il sorpasso. And we all know that the number 27 is absolutely vero because it says in a carriageway of a double sense of circulation with 2 lanes, this vehicle must circulate how? The vehicles must travel in the right lanes, using the left lane only for overtaking. Of course, it is vero because the left lane is used only for overtaking. Okay, so 27 is absolutely vero. 28. Sui motocicli raffreddati ad aria, il livello del liquido di raffreddamento può essere controllato da un'apposita finestrella posta tra le allettature del motore. And we all know that the 28 is falso. It says, on air-cooled motorcycles, the coolant level can be checked through a small window located between the engine fins. So, of course, the 28 is falso. Very good. Now, number 29. It says, in presenza del segnale raffigurato si può sorpassare a destra il tram, fermo al centro della strada per la salita e discesa dei passeggeri, solo se esiste l'apposito salvagente. So what is the answer of the 29? It is vero. Well done. It is vero. It says, if this sign is present, you can overtake on the right side of the tram, stopped in the middle of the road, for passengers to board or to get out. Only if there is a special life or there's a special, let me say, how do they call it? Salvagente. Okay? So when the salvagente, where the people stand after getting out of the tram, it is very, very possible for them to do that overtaking. So that's why the 29 is vero. Now the last question, which is the number 30, it says, la fermata di un veicolo è la temporanea sospensione della marcia per consentire la salita o la discesa delle persone. So talk to me. What is the right answer of the number 30? Write the answer in the comment section. 10 seconds. Okay, his only legal wife says vero. Jesse says vero. Vincent says vero. Derek Pear says vero. Esther also says vero. Okay. Nancy also says vero. Okay, so of course the number 30 is absolutely vero. Well done, everyone. Because it says stopping a vehicle is temporary. It's the temporary suspension of the movement to allow people to get in or out of the vehicle. So of course, it is absolutely vero. Thank you guys for watching. Join the private class. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, if you are a woman and you are interested in learning OS, which is Operatore Socio-Sanitario, we have classes for that teaching also. And we also teach Terza Media in English. For those of you who intend to stop working and doing cleaning jobs. Okay? If you intend to stop this cleaning job and get a better job certificate, join the class, give me a call, and I will lead you through the exams of the OS and the Terza Media. See you all the next time.